You've spent your whole life being there for everyone else. You've played the strong one, the dependable one, the fixer. When people needed you, you answered. When they cried, you listened. When they were lost, you helped them find direction. But let's be honest, while you were showing up for everybody else, you stopped showing up for you. You've been loyal to people who were inconsistent. You've poured into others who never poured back. And now you're sitting here exhausted, wondering why you feel empty. Let me tell you something that might sting a little. You abandoned yourself. You abandoned your dreams, your boundaries, your peace. You told yourself it was temporary. Let me help them, then I'll focus on me. But that later never came. You became so used to survival mode that thriving started to feel selfish. But it's not. Let's be real. You owe you everything. You owe you the mornings you didn't get up early, the nights you scrolled instead of building, the goals you pushed back, the promises you broke to yourself while keeping everyone else's. That version of you you've been imagining, that next level version with peace, purpose, discipline, power, that version is real, but they're waiting on you to show up. Nobody's coming to save you. No motivational video, no relationship, no paycheck, no perfect moment, just you, doing the work every single day. And yeah, it's going to hurt. Growth isn't pretty, it's uncomfortable, it's lonely. But the pain of discipline is nothing compared to the pain of regret. How many more years are you willing to give to playing small? How long are you going to sit on potential and call it patience? You're not waiting, you're avoiding. You're not stuck, you're scared. Scared of failing, scared of succeeding, scared of finally facing the parts of you you've been ignoring. But here's the truth. You've already been through hell. You've survived days you thought would break you. You've carried pain silently while making the world think you were okay. You're not weak, you're worn out, and it's time to take your power back. You have to stop running from the reality that you're not living for you. And what do I mean by that? Well, we all know the basic concept of what it means to live for yourself, right? Putting your oxygen mask on first, setting boundaries, saying no when you want to. But I'm talking about something deeper, something most of us won't even admit to ourselves, which is that we have a tendency to avoid the parts of ourselves we don't like to look at. This happens because our mind seeks pleasure and tries to avoid pain. In psychology, this is called the pain-pleasure principle. We tend to repeat behaviors that cause us pleasure, and we avoid those that cause us pain. For example, let's say you've been putting off seeing a doctor about that persistent pain you've been feeling. The pleasure of avoiding that pain and the associated anxiety leads you to keep postponing that appointment. As a result, the problem ends up getting worse and worse. Or how about that project at work that you've been dreading? Maybe it's a presentation or a difficult task that you just keep putting off because you'd rather focus on smaller, more manageable tasks that bring you instant gratification. But by doing so, that bigger problem just keeps looming over you, causing unnecessary stress and anxiety. And this is where most people get stuck. They keep running away from the problems, both big and small, until it feels like they're drowning in a sea of stress and anxiety. But guess what? All of these problems, big and small, they don't go away on their own. If anything, they get worse. Just like that physical pain that gets worse if you ignore it, your emotional and mental health can suffer too. You start to feel this heaviness, this exhaustion that just doesn't seem to go away no matter how much rest you get. Burnout becomes a way of life. Relationships start to suffer. Even your physical health starts to take a hit. Because when you're constantly in this fight or flight mode, your body thinks you're under attack, pumping out stress hormones that raise your blood pressure, mess with your sleep, and leave you feeling anxious. We all know that that's not a good way to live. The secret to overcoming this cycle is simple. Do the work. Yeah, it's cliche, but that's because it works. Start with the small stuff. That little voice inside you telling you to get up and move, eat better, read that book, reach out to that friend. These little actions might seem insignificant, but they're not. They're the stepping stones to building a life that works for you. Don't wait for the perfect timing because it doesn't exist. Start now, even if it's just 5 minutes a day. Consistency is the key. Do the work every single day. Trust me, the discomfort of doing the work today is way better than the pain of regret tomorrow. If this episode hit home for you, don't scroll past it. Like the video, comment "I owe me" below, and subscribe to the channel. Because this journey from pain to platinum isn't for the fake, the lazy, or the lukewarm. It's for the ones ready to burn the old version down and build something stronger. I'll see you in the next one.